Welcome to episode 20 of the English Sessions, the Silent W. I am your host and English teacher, Mike Butler. These podcasts can help you improve your English. Together, we will talk about grammar, pronunciation, structure, and have some fun, too. Remember to visit my website, www.englishsessionswithmike.com, to contact me for private lessons and for more content. You can also read the transcript of this audio on the website as you listen to this episode. Listen for these words today. Sword. A sword is a weapon with a long metal blade. When I think of swords, I think of knights and castles of ancient Europe, but many civilizations have used swords throughout history. Wicked. Wicked can mean evil or sinful, but also it sometimes means playful or naughty, like children. Children are naughty or wicked sometimes. Mow, M-O-W. You mow grass when you cut it down, typically with a machine called a lawn mower. Can you believe it? We have N-O-W, pronounced now, but M-O-W, pronounced mo. Today, we will continue our series on silent letters. Some words in English have a silent W. In English, W makes a w sound, as in wonderful, wonderful, or wicked, wonderful. But sometimes you do not pronounce the W. I will provide a list of words that have a silent W, and then we'll make a little story with them. Number 1, answer. A-N-S-W-E-R. Answer has a silent W. What is the answer to the question? Sword. S-W-O-R-D. Sword. The young man could not lift the heavy sword. 2. The number 2. T-W-O. The number 2 is spelled T-W-O, but it has the same pronunciation as to T-O and to T-O-O. 2-2-2. They all have the same pronunciation. Number 4. Who? W-H-O. Has a silent W. Who? Who let the dogs out? Number 5, whole. That's right, whole, W-H-O-L-E. W-H-O-L-E, whole, means all of something, or entire, the entire thing, or the whole thing. These are 5 words that have silent W's. There are many other words that have silent W's, often with W and R next to each other. But these 5 words are important to remember, and these 5 words have W's that are completely silent. You don't even come close to pronouncing them. So let's practice. I will use all of these words in a little story. There once were 2 curious but wicked children. They saw a sword in a shop and wanted to steal it. So, one night, when the whole town was sleeping, they snuck into the shop and stole the sword. "Who stole the sword?" the shopkeeper shouted next morning. "Who stole my nice sword? I demand answers now." The two children who stole the sword were silent. They did not want to get in trouble, but they felt really bad for the shopkeeper. They knew that they did something wrong, so the next night they went back to the shop when the whole town was sleeping and returned the sword. The shopkeeper was amazed that it had returned. The two children decided to spend their whole summer mowing lawns for their neighbors so they could save up money to buy the sword. The whole town was really impressed with how well they could mow lawns. Eventually, the two children went back to the shop during the day this time and paid for the sword with all of the money that they earned mowing lawns. So, the lesson learned from this story is, if you work hard, then you can buy stupid stuff that you don't need. Before we end today, I want to read a couple reviews from Apple Podcasts. So far, I have some fantastic reviews and 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts. Cosmic Karma says, "Outstanding. Very clear and concisely spoken. Great job." Oh, thank you. TJ Mack says, "I appreciate the clear and concise lessons. Mike has meaningful interactions with his students, which is so important in this virtual format, but is not always achieved. A listener gets the sense that Mike knows and cares about his students and that there is effective engagement back and forth. It is all very well done. The sound effects and music pieces keep it lively and interesting. The curriculum content is right on, and I bet his students have great success in their English sessions with Mike." I certainly hope so, TJ Mack, and it was very nice of you to write such a detailed and generous review. If you enjoy this podcast, please leave a review and leave a 5-star rating. It is very helpful for the podcast. Any questions? Write to me at mike@englishsessionswithmike.com. Leave a message for me on the website, www.englishsessionswithmike.com, and I will play it on the podcast. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast so you won't miss an episode. Please rate and review the English Sessions on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Find us on social media, Twitter at the E-Sessions, Instagram at English Sessions with Mike. Search for the English Sessions on Facebook. Until next time, this is Mike signing off.